Scrap mechanic. We are back here. We're going to do the glue farm, which you have asked for, you know, since forever, I guess. Or maybe you didn't ask, we just told you we were building it. But anyways, we built this thing, which is honestly crap, so... Yeah, right. So, scrap mechanic, we have lag, like, you know, usually. But anyways, we've worked on this thing for maybe too long, not sure. But we've worked on this thing for some time. Hampus did some great prototyping. And, yeah, well, basically we have a prototype that doesn't work, but it kind of works. So we need to program it, we need to test it, we need to rebuild it, and then program it, and then rebuild it, and rebuild, and rebuild, and you know, until it works. Anyways, let's begin. Well, into survival we go. That thing is the machine. Can't give any credit to Hampus. But, well, basically, it runs on a 2x1 surface, or like, what should I say, monorail thing, rail, and it can go forward, I guess backwards as well. It can go into turns, you know, those kind of stuff, the basic stuff. It can go up and down, all of those at the same time. Whatever, it can do whatever you want to. But anyways, the thing is, we need this machine. Like, we really need this machine because this is the... Ooh. That's not good, is it? Right, so here it is, hanging like it's supposed to. Now, Hampus did build this thing. As you might see, I'm in his creative world, so I don't know how to use it, but I'm assuming... Yeah, so that's the thing that we're gonna improve. But basically, it goes down. It's supposed to go down to the bottom. Let's not do that right now, because... Yeah. But anyways, it goes down to the bottom, where the clamps obviously is, and then it can also go forward. You know, it works perfectly. Except like it can't go up and down like this. This is a basic setup. Oh. So that's the first thing I'm going to fix, because we are prototyping in creative for the first time ever. Anyways, somehow I'm going to get this thing to not shake. Can't be too difficult, right? Well, so I've got it into a working state. Obviously I'll have to move this up there somehow and not forget what are connected to what, but it works. So if I put anything in front of this thing, like basically anything, these will sense it, and these are the outputs. If both are off, it means go up. If both are on, it means go down, and if one is on and the other one is off, it's going to hold. So right now, it will go up. If there's nothing and these sensors don't sense anything, it will go down. So right now, you see it was to go down. But if I push this one block up, now it's like the height from the ground it wants to, according to this one. If this is the ground, it will stay, and if it gets too close, it will want to go up. So this should all work. Hopefully. It should start going like this. Look how this thing will follow the, like, terrain. I actually think that's really great. Look at this. It follows it perfectly. Or at least very good. And it also floats, so obviously it turns everything upside down. But we have proven that we can do the terrain
thing.
works great actually. This is way better than I thought. So we just need to improve. Like, this has to be heavy, because, you know, this thing can't float. You saw what happened. But I think this will be, like, working really great when it's done, obviously. Well, there you have it. We did make it a bit heavier, which, well, honestly makes it go more up and down, since it relies on, like, lightweight stuff. But if it goes into the water, it will work great, because if I lower this thing down, yes, I did make these a bit longer. I added some more pistons. You can see it will still do a bit of up and down jumping, but that's actually not too bad, and I think I might be able to solve it. Not sure though, but it does work a lot better, and obviously if I get too close it will get up. But well, it does work great, so I guess now we're gonna put on the like protection case or whatever. And well, you may wonder, how are we going to make this protection thing? Well, like this. Yeah, that's too heavy, that's no good. How would this whistle? Yeah, well, so it works right now, for now at least, but I think we placed like, well, 100, 200 maybe? How much do you think? 96, alright. So yeah, we have some more weight up here. I placed some wood down there, so it's a bit more buoyant, even though that adds momentum. And that thing looks like a diver's clock. But anyways, as you can see, the thing doesn't lift up when moving this thing down. So well, I guess the only thing left to do is just build a test track or something where we can test this thing out. Well, so yeah, that's the test track. Maybe we should just run it through like once to see if the machine can handle it before we do like with the red guy. Oh no! Well, the track works, which is good, but now 3 or 4 days later, we still haven't gotten this thing to work because, well, the cage didn't work, or the diver's clock or whatever. So we've changed that like 4 times now to a different thing. We've tried glow bugs, you know, everything, and it just doesn't seem to work. But we did actually, or we think we have actually found a way to make it. We just have to build it, which we are basically doing right now. But it's gonna take 1 or 2 more days. I don't know, but for me it's gonna be 1 or 2 days. But for you, it's going to be instant. Well, with one stabilizing system, an autopilot which drives it, you know, automatically, and also a thing which makes Hampus go up and get some air, you know. It's kind of working, but there was a lot to it. But you can see this stabilizing thing, like how it goes and tries to stabilize the whole thing, which actually works, as you can see. Otherwise it would honestly just tip over. Anyways, we're gonna try it with the red guy now. Yeah, we also reconstructed the whole like cage system, so we have Hampus there at the front, which is our bait, and then we have that cage, which is going to contain the red guy. So yeah. And then it's breathing. Look at this. This masterpiece. Let's just make sure he doesn't move. Look. And then he's trapped inside of there. Oh no, and yes, it starts going. Look, this is the problem. But it should run right into it again. Oh yeah, he got the other one. Look at that. Fully autonomous. basically. And when Hampus needs to breathe again, it will go up, give him some air, and you know, this is great. Yeah, I'm just swimming around here, you know, being the cameraman. Hampus is just being the fish bait or whatever. We all have very certain rules or roles, and you know, look. And then once you want to, you know, pick these things up, this is what you do. We have Hampus here going back and forth.
Bring the funk back.
We're just gonna pick this up, hopefully. We haven't tested this part yet. Look, it will still have, you know, the breathing thing activated, so Hampus will get to breathe sometimes. Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Well, as you can see, this thing isn't perfect. We didn't pick up all of it. It missed like one over there, but you know what? I think this is a proof of concept, which is the same thing as the like the GPS thing was also proof of concept. We never got it working, you know, completely, but it was really close, and I think we're still, you know, the best in that section. And since we're the only people which we have found to build a glue farm, because this did, like, everything you saw here in the last 2 or 3 clips was completely AFK. I didn't touch anything, Hampus didn't touch anything. Hampus even had tape over his mouse, so he didn't even touch it. So I mean, it worked. We actually did AFK farm some, but we could have done more, honestly. It wouldn't be too hard, but I think we're gonna stop. Yeah, but I think actually we're gonna stop here, cause I mean, this is like, what, 1-2 weeks of work. But you know what, if you do want to experiment with this, even though I would definitely not recommend it, because like I said, this takes like a lot of time, though you could actually place like some kind of door or something here that closes once the red guy is in, so we can't walk out, you know, backwards, because we did have it happen one time, even though it works almost every time. Anyways, whatever, I'm not gonna bore you out with this. Feel free to test it if you want, but we don't take any responsibilities for anything. And I think this was actually a proof of concept, which did actually turn out to be working.